guys, what's going on? I'm here. You already know. But let's get into the video. Okay. I know why you're here. I know that you want to see the yada yada yada. You're gonna see it. Okay. But let's first talk about why FTMO is so hard in the first place. And these are the key principles of why these prop firm companies are so difficult to pass. Right. And it's a lot of things that a lot of people don't think about. But well, was that a bark? Are you barking? Come here. Hey. Say hey. Hey. Okay, get out. So for one, FTMO requires you to double your account, right? And the reason why they require you to double your account, right? Because everybody's like, you only got to make 10%, you got to make 5%, right? Wrong. And the reason why you're wrong is because you have a max loss of 10% and you have to gain 10%, which means you have that 10% to make another 10%. So you're doubling your account. And they have this shorter time frame to do so, typically within a month, you know, because FTMO's a month, 30 days, which is 20 trading days. So you have 20 days to double your account. This requires you to change up your risk management strategy. And in that case, you know, that risking 1% is now you're risking 10% because your max loss, let's say you did the 100K challenge, right? Then your 1K, right, of 1% is actually 10% of the entire account. So when you go on this losing streak, right, because it does happen, right? So hopefully you go on your winning streak as you do the challenge. But if you go on the losing streak during the challenge, right, and you lose 3 times in a row, you've lost 30% of your account. And so this is why when someone is risking their 1% or so, some people will have, you know, the sweaty palms, the heart beating, stuff like that. It's because they're over leveraging and they probably don't even know it. And you kind of got to over leverage because you don't have that many trading days, right? And you have to seek out the opportunities to trade, and you got to keep going, and then eventually, you know, you'll either pass or you fail, or you'll break even, and then like you'll retest. So that's always a good option too. This short time frame and this kind of forcing yourself, all right, depending on what kind of trader that you are, if you take many trades or you don't take that many trades, right, and you just have high risk to reward, this is a melting pot of bad habits waiting to come out, right? So whether it's over trading because you don't feel like you have enough time, whether it's we're good, okay. So whether it's over trading because you don't have enough time, whether you're risking too much, right? Let's say you're risking 2%, now you're risking 20% of your account in order to make the goal that you need. And if you lose 20%, then now you're down 20% if you were to lose that trade. And then slippage as well. FTMO servers are kind of meh. So you'll come across slippage. I actually had this incident as well, where I set a stop loss and then the market opened. This is during one of the challenges that I've done. The market has opened and then it didn't hit my stop loss. It just kept going, it was wild, right? But it's like, I was like, whatever, okay. But because I didn't fail, so you know, I was like, whatever. But it did worry me. So now I take less risk when it comes to that, and I make sure that, you know, I'm not risking a full. Let's say I'm at like the 5% mark, right? I'm on my last trade, then I'm not gonna be risking the 5%. Is that another bark? Are you barking? Those are the main reasons why FTMO is so difficult, or any prop firm for that matter, right? Because you have to make a high return in a short amount of time, and your risk management is now altered because of that high reward, right? Because if you're risking $100, right, sure, you'll be able to get to 10,000, but not in 30 days. What are you doing? What? Yeah, so you know that melting pot is just, that's why a lot of people fail, especially you know, the first time, because maybe they'll become overconfident, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that happens. So again, right, if you go into it, no, actually that's about it. Let's go into the account, right?
Hey guys, what's going on? Just here to show you another account that was passed. Something pretty simple, honestly. Getting through the challenge itself is not extremely difficult, but you do have to realize that when you're doing this, FTMO is basically telling you to double your account in 30 days. And typically that's not what I do. So it makes people over leverage. And when they over leverage, in our case, right, 1% for us is actually 10% of the max loss. So you're pretty much risking 10% of the account so that you're able to make, whatever your risk to reward is. Here are some of the trades. So here we're going to start from the beginning. And then you'll see I tried to trade gold. And for some reason, gold disrespects me a lot. And I don't understand why. And I guess as a trader, you need to know your strengths and your weaknesses. So I will let it be known now that gold is not my strongest, but I would love to learn to trade it because indices in gold have a smaller commission, and then the commissions add up, especially when you're doing the bigger accounts like the 100K, 200K, and stuff like that. And so here you can see 492 loss, right? And we're just going from there. I'm really trying to trade gold, right? I'm really trying to make it work. And then you get to see how I actually got gold to work for me for the most part. But then I took a bunch of losses in GU. And these losses were pretty much controlled. As you can see, they're around roughly $200. And this is the way that I scale in. So whenever I scale into something, I use a smaller risk in order to maximize the profit. So all of these, if they were to go properly, probably would have been 1 to 6, 1 to 7, something like that. And then these other ones just landed at break even, right? And so still more GU stuff, right? And so these are a majority of the trades that I did for GU. As you can see, I'm trying to scale in. A lot of it hitting break even, which isn't necessarily an issue. Still same. Roughly about break even for GU. GU started to reverse on me, so I decided to get out of it for now and then focus my way back on gold since I did so well before. And as you can see, gold hit me so hard and it wouldn't leave me alone. But this is part of that thought process, right? Like, gold's not working for me. I need to get out of it. But this is what happened to me in gold, right? So I lost 300, 200, 300, 400, And then I lost, I think, 3 more trades. And then I was like, okay, I can get it back. Not necessarily trying to revenge trade, but I was definitely trying to stick to my guns, even though the market was not behaving the way that I personally wanted it to and fit my trading style. So after I got back into gold, I basically had to quit, right? So even though I had all these nicer wins, I still took a whole lot of losses. And so this is all happening like the same day, by the way. And so after I sat down and I took 5,000 off of gold. Like, I took a loss. Not the full 5,000, but over the course of the day, I just had to leave it alone. So the next day, right, or a couple days later, really, because I wanted to take a seat back, analyze, figure out what was going on with myself, and then get back into the market. Because after taking a loss like that, you kind of want to step back and then reevaluate why you did that, right? And so for me personally, it was over trading, and then there was some revenge trading in there. But I personally think my risk management was on point for the amount of trades that were taken, which is a good thing on my part. And so I decided to step back and then just wait it out, you know. And that weekend was like, you know, me not really, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really focusing on the market, going out, having a good time, and then I'll work or, you know, trade or whatever. And I still got school. So, you know, there's that. And so we got Euro GBP. And the thing is with FTMO is that we have, you know, all these wins and losses. So this is basically me during gold the entire time. Like just basically flip flopping profit, out of profit, stuff like that, right? And then once this right here happened, I decided no more, right? So I was done. What's really like confusing about this is that you can have trades open on FTMO, but they will not count until you close them. So once you have everything in profit, which which you have a bunch of things in profit, and then you close them, then it shows like this huge spike up, which I kind of find a little weird, but I mean, I'm not here to complain really. But yeah, back to Euro GBP. So I finally found a decent place in Euro GBP to place buys, and I just scaled in. Same thing with my trading plan that I usually do, right? So I'm down 15,000. I'm down 5,000, right? And I have all these very, very, very small losses. And so due to that, I'm able to put in these quote unquote sniper entries. I don't really like saying that, right? But I'm able to place a trade, try and find the bottom. If the bottom is not there, then I cut my loss immediately, right? And so, you know, I basically just do that. And so when I do find the bottom of the retracement, then I let my trade ride up. So that's why you see $100 losses and then $1,000 gains, right? And then, you know, same here. Trade a little US 100. But yeah, that's pretty much how I passed on this one. Honestly, not this one psychologically for me was a big deal, and because of that, I'm happy to pass it, but it's not my proudest moment in terms of passing. But this does show you that pretty much all trading strategies work. For this one, I did 1.5 risk to reward, profit factor 1.57, yada yada, average loss, you know, 170 or whatever, and win rate is 50%. But doing the scaling method that I've been trying out, it definitely works. So I've passed the challenge using more than one strategy. As long as you have proper risk management, every strategy works. So, you know, see you guys later. Peace.